What's up everybody, it's Charles. So today we are going to answer the question of where is my giant rant after leaving the dealership? So this all came about based on a question, well, more like a comment I got in the comment section of a YouTube video. This was on the video that I did about the end of an era and me leaving the dealership. Not to do YouTube full-time, but to have YouTube be a bigger part of what I do. I'm gonna go ahead and read it for you. This one comes from Peaches with 2 E's, and it says, can you start being more honest about your feelings and the ongoings of your work? This positive spin on everything, quite frankly, gets quite tiring, as people who work in the industry knows it's the furthest from the truth on a daily basis. Go on a cuss-filled rant that you're now no longer part of that. You owe everyone at least that. So Peaches, first of all, thank you for the comment. I always appreciate that, as you guys know. But let's talk a little bit about that. So where is my swear word filled, blow everybody up rant about leaving the dealership, just like the dude in the movie Half-Baked? Well, friends, there will not be a cuss-filled rant about the dealership that I worked at. There won't be a cuss-filled rant, today anyway, about the automotive industry. So, yes, there is a positive, I'm not going to use the word spin, but there is a positive vibe about everything that I say, and that is because you get to choose which way you want to look at these things. Do we want to be at the back picnic table smoking and bitching, or do we want to not worry about all those things we can't control and get our damn job done? Well, of course we want to get our job done. When I started HumbleMechanic.com way back in 2011, before there was ever a video out, of course, I committed to having several rules. One of those rules was this wasn't going to be a platform for me to simply bitch about my job, about the customers, about my boss, about the corporate entities, the one that I worked for, and the brand that I worked on, my fellow technicians, the tool truck, the cleaning crew, and on and on and on. The reason I didn't want to just hit record or start typing a blog post about that is it does zero good, other than maybe make me feel all right about it for a little while. But the end result is that there's no benefit. In fact, it's quite the opposite. That type of negativity, if you let it live in your brain, just expands and expands and expands and consumes every part of your life. So I committed to not being the bitching humble mechanic, just to be myself and to try and look at the positive of as many things that I could. Now, with all that being said, and as positive a dude as I try really hard to be, there's some things in the automotive world that absolutely suck. They're not fair, they're crap, they shouldn't happen, they're scandalous, right? Scandalous. And on and on and on. There's so much, right? A big portion of it. People get screwed daily. Technicians don't get paid for jobs daily. Incentives on things like surveys are so stupid. They're not fair. They don't accurately judge how a dealership's doing or how even a transaction went. It's all about the perception, right? So yes, there are things that completely suck. And as we go forward in this journey that you and I are all in together on, we can explore more and more and more of the things that really do suck. Because I won't be the person that sits behind, or technically I guess in front of, the camera and simply says, hey guys, everything's awesome. You don't need to worry about it. The automotive industry is perfect. Nothing needs to change. No, I feel very different from that. But again, me hitting record on my camera and just downloading a bitch session about whatever's going on doesn't do you guys any good. If we are talking about a subject that maybe isn't awesome or needs to be addressed, the key to that from my standpoint is that we identify it, we discuss it, and then we try and find a solution for it. Because if we just bitch, nothing ever gets better. It stays the same, and that's a problem. And I don't know if it's this industry has a propensity to be more negative than positive, or this is just how people are. You know, as I access the old Charles memory banks and remember to pre-technician time, I remember a lot of things that people bitched about, and things that, you know, were bitch about worthy, and then some that were like, give me a break. There's no point in this bitching. So if you're expecting a post-dealership world where Charles Humble Mechanic sits in front of the camera and just slays his coworkers for being idiots or for whatever, breaking parts, you're not gonna get it. If you're expecting Charles to sit in front of the camera and throttle Volkswagen for all the dumb crap that they do, you're not gonna get it. If you expect me to sit in front of the camera, identify these problems, discuss them, talk about them from my point of view and how they've impacted me, and how I either overcame these problems or ignored these problems because there wasn't anything I could do about it, or found a different third option that no one even knows about yet, then you're gonna get exactly what you want. So don't feel like now, because I have left the dealership, that there's going to be this bloodbath of me slaying people for not doing what I think they're supposed to, because it ain't gonna happen. Do other technicians do dumb stuff? Yep. Have I done dumb stuff? Yep. Do sometimes customers suck? Yep. Do sometimes bosses suck? Yep. Are customers awesome sometimes? Absolutely. Couldn't you have a great boss in the automotive world? Yep. Can you have a great service advisor? I've had several. I've also had some that I wouldn't trust to tell me that the screen behind me is gray. So we're not gonna go down that path. And I'm sorry if that's what you want. If you want to stand at the water cooler and bitch with the other technicians, this is probably not the place to do that. You're free to do that in the comments if you'd like, and keep it civil, of course, but this isn't the place to come and just have the bitch session that I think Peaches is looking for. So I'm sorry if you feel that I owe it to you to have that bitch session, but it's not gonna happen. I've worked really hard to just be honest and upfront from day one, right? From day one, about my thoughts and opinions on the automotive industry. Just because I don't have to worry about Volkswagen, asking for my job, or a general manager thinking about firing me, doesn't mean that I don't still care about what I say, and it doesn't mean I'm gonna say anything different than I had said before. Now, is there going to be insider secrets that I'm gonna give away because now I don't have to worry about it? Probably not. If I knew it, I would have told you guys before. So don't feel like all of a sudden now, because I do outside of the dealership things full-time, I'm trying to be very careful to not say do YouTube full-time. Guys, understand YouTube is a component of my business. YouTube is a part of it. It is not the whole thing. I feel like anybody that just relies completely on YouTube for income, unless they're way, way, way up at the top, at my level anyway, is kind of being foolish to not have a backup plan. But hey, doesn't that sound like most everybody's job anyway? So don't expect the bitch, don't expect the cry session. I'm gonna shoot straight with you guys like I always have. I'm going to be honest up front, and if there is a positive way to speak about something, or if there is a positive component of the topic, that's what we're gonna focus on. If there's something really negative, we're gonna address it, we're gonna try and fix it, and then we're gonna move the hell on, because dwelling on that negative crap, seriously does nobody any good. Maybe I'll start a third YouTube channel called The Bitching Mechanic, and we can just get all the bitching out there, but I don't see that happening anyway. So guys, with that, I'm gonna wrap it up. Peaches, thanks for the comment, because it led to me shooting this video. If you guys have additional comments that you'd like to leave, that goes down below in the comment section. You can also comment on the blog, by the way. Don't forget about heading over to humblemechanic.com and commenting on the blog. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course Snapchat. Don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube and ding the notification bell. And hey, you can also support the show in a couple of ways. Use the Amazon affiliate link. Doesn't cost you a dime. Click the link, buy whatever you were gonna buy anyway, and head on out. I just started a Patreon you can support at 4 different levels. Cool stuff as low as $1. Up to 10 bucks a month, which is awesome. Really appreciate that. Even at the $1 is awesome for you guys. And of course, the big dealio is joining the crew members, where you get exclusive content, exclusive discounts to places you can't get these discounts anywhere else, as well as VW Audi training manuals. I've been doing a daily vlog, and a bunch of other really cool stuff. A very small niche community on Facebook that's crew members only is a lot of fun. So check that out. All the links as always, are down in the description. All right, guys, I'm done. I've said what I've had to say about the Bitch Fest. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. The one thing I will bitch is that I can't find my remote for this camera, and that's super annoying.